Hi and good afternoon, Sir Charlie, My name is Dr. Boggs Rivera, I am an oncologist and a member, of the Rotary Club of Manila South. Also, founder of Cervic, a social movement, that focuses on the treatment, awareness, and screening of cervical cancer here in the Philippines, We wrote to you about the Glow Teal, which is lighting of monuments, and landmarks on countries, on the 194 countries, in the observance of the World Health Organization's campaign to eliminate cervical cancer globally. Now, my apologies, I am gasping for air sometimes because I had COVID very recently, several weeks ago. So pardon me for that, our initial plan is supposed to be lighting of this between a week, It's going to be a glow till week, which I will explain in the couple of slides, between November 15 to 21, 2021. Okay, next slide would be why, what is glow till, what is the importance of glow till? Let's watch a video coming from the World Health Organization, what glow till means, what till means,
You noted in your remarks it's a historic moment, and it's one that's reflected in the participation all over the world today as countries, communities have been lighting up their landmarks and their monuments in the color teal, which is the color for cervical cancer. And today it's not just the color for cervical cancer awareness, but for cervical cancer elimination. Those lightings have already started in some of the later time zones in places such as Japan and Australia. And as evening arrives, we hope you'll enjoy looking out for more in your area. So for now, we'd like to share with you a glimpse of some of the monuments that have already been lighting up today. You noted in your remarks it's a historic moment.
So okay, this historic moment happened November 17 of 2020, no? There is a significance to that. Why? What is this historic moment about, no? This is practically the um, a program by the World Health Organization to eradicate accelerated eradication, elimination of cervical cancer globally, where 194 countries signed. No? And as you can see, there is no Philippine participation on that video. No. This first year, this November 17, 2021, we want to change that and we want to involve the Philippine participation. And if ever, this will be the first time that Philippines will participate into this um, lighting of monuments. No? And of course, our proposal is to light up the clock tower. No? The teal is defined as RGB 008080. No? But the question there is, why cervical cancer? What is so special about cervical cancer? No, why not breast? No, there's again an avenue why cervical cancer. Let's watch this from the WHO.
In May 2018, we issued a call to action to eliminate cervical cancer. No woman should suffer from a deadly disease that's both preventable and curable.
The inequity is especially acute in vulnerable communities and in developing countries where the burden is greatest. At the direction of WHO's member states, we mobilized with countries, partners, experts, and advocates to develop a global strategy for elimination, which was adopted by the 73rd World Health Assembly.
To set countries on the path towards elimination, by the year 2030, we must aim to achieve the 90-70-90 targets.
90% of girls to be fully vaccinated with the HPV vaccine by age 15.
70% of women to be screened at least twice with a high-performance test.
90% of women with pre-cancer or cancer to receive the appropriate care and treatment, including palliative care.
We believe that all countries can achieve these ambitious goals.
Please join us in the fight to end the inequity and to restore women's dignity.
Together,
Together,
we can eliminate cervical cancer.
Okay. So, cervical cancer is the only cancer, no, among every cancer in the world, no, that is preventable, no. Why not breast? You know, in cancer kasi, genetics play a role, no. Meaning to say, if your mother handed you over cancer, there is no way that you can prevent that, no. Cervical cancer is not like that. It is caused by an infection, an asymptomatic infection, an infection that you don't even know that you have. No, it comes from a strain of HPV or a human papillomavirus. 11 women are dying each day of this disease. No, so I think we should. I think, in my own way, we should focus this. We should start making women aware, no, and the good news is this can be prevented through vaccines or through screening, which is not so expensive at all compared to a life that will be lost, or treatment that I do at lung center at an amount of 300,000 pesos. So what do we need to do? I think on top of this, maybe these are just options, suggestions that the Rotary Club of Manila South and my social advocacy, which is the elimination of cervical cancer in the Philippines through a cervical cancer awareness. No, actually, right now we have already uh, um, partnered with inner wheel clubs, no, nationwide, no, that they will take up this elimination strategy to all the inner wheel clubs nationwide, no. In fact, on October 5, no, it's not October 4, no, we will be talking to them a three-part webinar, no. Of course, this is virtually, no, but if we can do this in November, no, sometime in November, maybe we can do one in November 15. A second part would be on November 17, maybe, and another would be November 19. It depends po if that is plausible, no. We will be doing this is a part of an awareness campaign, no. So the part one would be knowing, understanding what cervical is cancer is, the who, no, the World Health Organization recommendations, and the why, no, the symptoms that, you know the basics basically, no. So we have here, no, this is video naman, so you can stop this video and look more in detail what the module inside the topics will be, no. Of course, the part two will be more on now on prevention, no. That is the main goal. What is knowing without preventing, no? That is not helpful, no. So preventing is one. Our main goal is to make people understand, no, that HPV is a asymptomatic, and by the time that you go to the doctor, you're already in the borderline. Anyway, of course, we can also as per recommendation by the WHO, do vaccination, no? And then these are the topics that under that lecture. And then we have a part 3 series which is more on cervical cancer prevention, no? This is on how to make people aware to do this method so that they can know whether they have, no? And these are the types of topics that will be encumbering or under that topic, no? So, yon, no? So, and then of course we will be focusing on cervical cancer. We can also do pala cervical cancer screening sa inyo, no? In your area, no? I represent a social company, no? Social advocacy where we have the first artificial intelligence colposcopy, no? So medyo highfalutin yung sinasabi ko. What does that mean, no? Basically, it's a device, it's an equipment, no? It's a colposcope, no, which doctors use no matagal na, no? But this is coupled with artificial intelligence, no? Ang kagandahan nito, it's portable, it's accurate kasi um, artificial intelligence will read it na, no? And then you don't need a doctor to be there on site, no? Ang purpose namin, kaya namin ginagawa ito, is not really here in the urban areas kasi marami naman doktor dito, no? But if you really go to the rural areas, no, it's a handy thing, no? The midwife do it, no? They travel from one place to another. They can actually do it, no? So, yun, no? Teka, I think I have a video. Oh yeah, here. So, yeah, sorry. This is a cervical cancer screening that we did, no, in Tondo, no, in Tondo, Manila, along with the inner wheel clubs, no. And this practically started it all, no. Hindi naman started it all, but ito yung project na nakita nilang ginamit namin, and kasi yung mga patients kasi, no, after 5 minutes, no, meron na silang resulta. So if you have positive, you can actually treat them right away. Right away, you have already saved a life, no, of a person, no? Kasi kung hindi, magpo-progression into cervical cancer, and then, hindi naman nila alam. Ang problema din po kasi, no, I just would like to highlight, no, cervical cancer, mostly in the early stages of the disease, it's asymptomatic, no? Walang simptomas, no? And pag walang simptomas, it will not direct you to come consult to a doctor. Unfortunately, kapag dinudugo ka na, that's the time that you seek a doctor. You are already stage 3, stage 2, no? Wherein 1 out of 2 patients die within the next 5 years once diagnosed with cervical cancer. So the thing is, kung nagpa-screening siya or napabakunahan siya, baka hindi naman dapat mawis yung buhay niya. So let's watch this.
Magandang araw po at welcome sa Barangay 187, Zone 17, dito po sa Obrero, Tondo. Magsasagawa po tayo ngayon ng cervical screening sa kanilang barangay hall kasama po ng IWC ng Central Region. Okay? So samahan niyo po kami at marami po tayong i-screen ngayon. Baka naghihintay na sila Dr. Fox. Si Henry po ako. Nakakalimutan ko eh. Tapos na ako kayo? So ito yung barangay hall nila. Andito rin yata yung yung barangay chairman, si Mr. Josefino Marcelo. Okay, si Joji Marcelo pangalan. And ito ang programa ng cervix and cervical cancer. So tingnan ko lang, silipin ko kung nandito si Doktor para mag-lecture dun sa pre-screening area natin. Saglit ha. Okay, titignan natin kung nandito na si Doktor para magbigay ng pre-screening lecture. Ha? Ito yung pre-screening yata. Dito muna magsasagot ng mga katanungan yung mga magpapa-cervical screen. And then, mamaya pupunta natin after this room. Okay? So, dali lang ha. Okay. Ngayon, so, nandito tayo sa pre-screening room kung saan nagbibigyan ng lecture si Dr. Bogs Rivera bago pumunta yung ating mga magpapascreen doon sa second room. Okay, nandito rin po yung si Melaline, yan yung tsaka si Mark and Leonora. Sila yung mga nag-gather ng mga information ng mga pasyente. Doc, okay ito Yeah, sure. Ano po ba ang ginagawa ninyo dito sa room na ito? Well, basically, what we do here is, ito yung initial part na kung saan ang educating yung mga tao regarding what is cervical cancer, ano ba ang cause, no? Paano ba ito nakakawaan, no? Paano ba ito nakukuha, at paano ba ito nag-prevent, no? And then, I orient them doon sa aming ginagawa, which is yung cervical cancer screening, kasi nakakahiyap naman sa mga babae na pupunta na lang, pupupapak doon, no? Doon sa harapan, without even knowing, para saan ba ito? Bakit masakit? Para saan ba? So, siguro, kung yung mga pagpapabaihan, alam nila kung bakit nagpapa-cervical cancer screening, maiintindihan nila ngayon, bakit nila kailangan gawin ito. Kasi the moment na malaman mo na hindi mo na masakit, hindi ka na pupunta eh. Okay. Pero kung alam mo na ang purpose, bakit nga ba, then baka next visit, I need to do. I need to do this. Dito rin ba yung portion na may nabanggit ka noon nung nagkaroon tayo ng sa pagkaraman, yung cap, dito rin ba yun? Yes. So ginagawa namin is, para maintindihan namin yung kaalaman ng mga pasyente, kailangan namin i-analyze yung knowledge nila, yung attitude nila, and yung practices nila, para yung mga susunod na video namin, medyo directed doon sa kanila. After po ito, doon sila sa isang kwarto na kung saan video naman ang gagawin. Ayun, so pupuntahan natin yun after this. So, iwanan po natin yung dito para sa lecture. And ladies, good luck ha. Okay. Punta tayo dito sa susunod na room. Utoy, Mylene, thank you. Okay, dito tayo. Ito yung second room kung saan magpapalabas sila ng video after sa lecture na yun para mas maintindihan nila kung ano yung sinasagawa namin na cervical screening. Okay, balikan. Ando pa sa kabila. Ito. Dito pinapalabas yung... Ayan. Pinapalabas siya. So, since ngayon social distancing, di ba doon, pupunta dito. Okay? Ayan ang mga pinapapanood sa kanila. Kung ano at paano na-cure ang cervical cancer. So, after here dito sa viewing room, observing ka. Ay, can you come in?
Yes po.
Come. Sama mo ko dito. So, ito ang ating midwife.
Hi.
And ang ating cervicographer. So, ano po pang ginagawa niyo dito sa loob, ma'am?
Yeah.
Paano bang procedure dito sa...
Ako nag-explain ako. Ako yung magandang midwife dito.
Taas ng confidence, no?
Pasusukutin ko muna siya ng aking palda. Then remove the underwear. Tsaka ko siya pasasampayin dito sa examination table. Then after that, gagawin na natin yung procedure. Speculum, then the sodium chloride, lilinisin natin, then the acetic acid. Then, yung AI natin.
Ayun, saka papasok si Jeline para sa... Alam niyo po, nakalimutan ko sabihin kanina, ginagamit namin sa cervical screening ay makabago. Ito yung tinatawag ng Cerviray kung saan it is aided by artificial intelligence. Jeline, pwede ba malaman kung ano po yung nagagawa nitong Cerviray na ito?
Yeah, actually, ang maganda dito sa ginagamit nating machine, within 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, kung mabilis ang internet, makuha na natin yung result. Unlike with traditional na screening, it will take parang a week or two before mo makuha yung result. Dito, nagsusuot pa lang ulit ng pants nila yung mga pasyente na lalaman na nila yung result.
So, yun. Talaga, within 5 minutes, may result kagad. Whether
Yes.
positive or negative. And hopefully, negative.
Yes. And then yung the way kasi ng pag-screen namin, ang ginagawa namin, yung unang paglinis ni Miss Velma ng cervix, yun yung cleaning muna, we will take the pictures ng cervix, and then after that, pagkuha nun, lalagyan niya ng acetic acid para makikita natin yung difference between before and after acetic acid.
So those images are stored in your data and
Ay.
can be shared also to the patient.
If we can send the result para at least they can go to their OB-GYNs for further checking. But the picture itself ng cervix, hindi siya nasa safe dun sa gadget. It's safe in the cloud. So, it's protected, it's secured.
I see. Maganda pala talaga itong survey ng cervix. Ano?
Yes.
Tama. Palapit eh. Cervix, survey.
Kaya we can serve.
Pinagawa ko kanina doon sa mga nagpa-screening yung hand sign ng cervix natin, cervical cancer. So, ayun po. Kompleto na po yung procedure mula po dating namin dito hanggang sa loob ng ating examination room.
Yes.
So, tara, dito tayo sa labas. May baka may mga nanonood ng ating videos.
So, sorry, medyo mahaba, no? And then, of course, we were featured nga pala, no? Sa DICT, no? They have a program wherein the future of ICT in the Philippines, no? And we were one of the nine, no? One of the nine from outside the country, emerging technologies, no? So it was a webinar where we were featured, no? So this is just to highlight technically, no, yung ano ba yung advantage namin over traditional screening, no? Bakit
So what now can we do to help eliminate cervical cancer? We are formally introducing our Survey AI as a solution to eliminate cervical cancer in the Philippines. Survey AI is a colposcope. A colposcope is a magnifying device doctors use to evaluate the cervix in detail. Normally, when a patient is found to have a suspicious lesion or a precancer on VIA or visual inspection with acetic acid or VIA positive, or an abnormal cells during pap smear, or positive for HPV DNA typing, then colposcopy is indicated to check or validate if truly there is a precancer lesion on the cervix that may warrant confirmation using a procedure called cervical biopsy. Using our Survey AI, you can put the two steps together, the screening and the validation together to provide you with utmost accuracy. Then you have the artificial intelligence which assists the doctors to read the images and provide results lightning fast out in 5 minutes. Together, the combination of a colposcope and artificial intelligence provides an overall sensitivity of 93% and specificity of 89% with results out in 5 minutes. Because the equipment is lightweight and portable, you can do the screening anywhere and at any given time as long as there is internet connection. Furthermore, during the cervical cancer screening, you need not require a doctor on the scene. A midwife can be trained to conduct the cervical cancer screening, with images taken be interpreted by artificial intelligence. Should it be required to be seen by an obstetrician, the web application can easily be downloaded through the internet and be accessed anytime, anywhere using a mobile phone, a tablet, or a laptop, or a desktop device.
Banner.
Please find a short video of our colposcope, the Survey AI.
So yun lang, no? That ends that ends my lecture po, no, on this topic, no. And I hope you can help us, no, continue make an awareness to the people of Manila. And if by any chance we also be able to have the opportunity to conduct webinars, no? Three-part webinar kung maganda, no? Para makompleto, no? And then lastly, maybe in the future, no? When the COVID improves, no? Maybe we can conduct this kind of screening, no? Kasi yun lang naman. Oo. And we believe naman the Rotary Club of Manila South will be able to help out, no? As well other Rotary clubs. And also, no, let us not count the inner wheel clubs nationwide because this is their main advocacy that is being trusted out, no? Trust to the international po. Maraming salamat.